I oftentimes get the question, how do I keep my brain sharp? With more and more people getting diagnosed with Alzheimer's or early dementia, the question is, how can we hold that off? And I can tell you there's a number of things we can do as we get older to hold it off. Now, most people hear this old age kind of suggestion of learn a new skill. Okay, well, some of us don't always have the time to learn a new skill, to pick up a new hobby, to go take a class. That's kind of daunting for a lot of us because we don't have that time. I am big on change something in your everyday life, just to put a little twist on it. Okay, so you might be saying, well, what does that mean? Well, here's some suggestions. When you go to a location that you go to every day or fairly regularly, I want you to intentionally choose a different way to get there. Intentionally. You're going to take a wrong turn and get there. Now, of course, if you're in a rush, you don't want to do this, but intentionally take a different route to get to the same location. When you go into the grocery store, you probably have this bias where you always go right or you always go left. Go against the grain and go the opposite direction or start in a completely random aisle. And you will find yourself, as you're doing this, trying to remember, is the bread over there or over there? Because you started in a different place. So you're really approaching this simple task in a way that you haven't done before. Another thing you can do is, as you go through the day, if you're right-handed, always eat with your left hand. Throughout the entire day, eat with your left hand. Very simple change, doesn't add a whole lot of time, and really will challenge your brain. For women, this is one of my favorites. Pick your jewelry out and then pick out your outfit. It's completely reverse of what we do. For the men, this is kind of old school because of how much our attire has changed, but you pick out the tie and then you pick out the shirt and suit, right? It's doing things in reverse or in a different order. It changes the way you approach that task. And when you have to do a task in a different way, you're keeping your brain sharp. So if you don't have time to take on that course or to take on a new hobby, just change something you do in your everyday life to make it a little bit more challenging.